Love is a wild, unpredictable force, like a storm that can either nurture or destroy. It's dangerous for me because I've learned the hard way that it comes with both beauty and chaos. And sometimes I wonder if I'm strong enough to weather it. I've always been a believer in love, but I can't help but wonder if it's too powerful for me. Every time I open my heart, I feel like I'm walking on the edge of a cliff, balancing between the thrill of connection and the fear of falling. Love is like a fire. It can warm your soul or burn you down to ashes. The danger lies in not knowing which direction the flames will take when you open yourself to it. I've come to realize that love, while beautiful, can also be a dangerous thing. It's the most delicate kind of risk, where the stakes are so high and yet we throw ourselves into it without thinking of the potential for heartache. Love has always been a double-edged sword for me. On one hand, it promises the comfort of connection, and on the other, it holds the capacity to leave you lost, empty, and broken. It's dangerous to give your heart to someone because at any moment they can either lift you to the stars or send you plummeting back to earth. And yet, even knowing this, I can't help but crave the experience of love. Love can be a beautiful song, but sometimes it feels like a melody that's too haunting to be listened to for long. There are moments when I want to close my ears to its sound, yet the pull of it keeps me coming back. The danger of love is in its unpredictability. One minute, it feels like the safest place in the world, and the next, it can feel like walking through a minefield, unsure of where the next explosion will happen. I think love is dangerous for me because it forces me to expose my deepest vulnerabilities, putting me in a place where I have no control over whether I'll be cherished or hurt. Love has taught me that there is nothing more fragile than a heart given to someone else. It's dangerous because once it's out there, you have no idea if it will ever be returned the way you hope. The danger of love isn't just the pain that can come from it. It's also the fact that it requires me to trust in something that can slip through my fingers without warning. Every time I fall in love, it feels like stepping into a world of contradictions. On one side, I'm soaring with the joy of being seen, and on the other, I'm terrified of the inevitable crash that might follow. Love is a journey through both the highest peaks and the darkest valleys. It's dangerous for me because it requires me to take the risk of getting lost in it, hoping I'll find my way back. There's something about love that makes me feel both invincible and vulnerable at the same time. The danger is that it asks me to put my faith in something I can't control, and I'm not always sure I'm ready for that. Love is dangerous because it challenges my fears, my doubts, and the walls I've carefully built around my heart. It's a beautiful risk, but a risk nonetheless. Every relationship feels like a battle between opening my heart and protecting myself from the inevitable heartache. I know love is dangerous for me, but I can't seem to resist the pull of it. I've learned that love can be both the most exhilarating and the most dangerous emotion to experience. It fills me with hope one moment and then leaves me questioning everything the next. Love is a game I play with a mixture of hope and fear. The stakes are always high, and yet, every time I'm faced with the choice of taking a risk, I can't help but go all in. There's a certain beauty in the danger of love. It's as if I'm always teetering on the edge of something profound. And though the fall could be painful, the potential for greatness is worth the risk. Love is dangerous for me because I have a tendency to give all of myself to the people I care about, not realizing how easily that can lead to self-destruction if they aren't as invested as I am. The danger in love lies in its ability to make you believe you're invincible one moment and completely helpless the next. It's a constant emotional roller coaster, and sometimes I wonder if I can handle the ride. Love is dangerous because it doesn't come with a roadmap. We navigate it blindly, hoping that the person we're with is heading in the same direction, but there's no guarantee we'll reach the destination we want. I've realized that love is a fragile thing. It's dangerous because the more you care, the more you risk being shattered when things go wrong. The beauty of love is undeniable, but it's also one of the most dangerous things we can experience. It asks for trust, for vulnerability, and the willingness to open yourself up to someone else's world without knowing whether they'll protect your heart.